We are on the road.
How you doing, Tim?
I'm doing all right, man. It took me a while to get relaxed after work. I've been off work for like almost 2 hours, and it just took me a while to get relaxed. Like I'm doing all this laundry and all this other shit, cleaning up. Uh, just now I'm just
Man,
now I'm just dicking around.
my, sorry, what was that?
So now I'm just dicking around on my computer.
Yeah, my day's been terrible, man. I woke up super tired. I didn't want to get out of bed and come to like my 13-hour day at school, but here I am heading home. And so tonight's episode, I guess we're just recapping how our C2E2 experience went. So Tim, you stayed in a hotel there. I've never stayed in a hotel there because I'm pretty local, about 35 minutes away,
Yeah.
roughly. So I just drive and come back every day with my brother and my dad. So why don't you tell me what that was like having a hotel there for the first time?
Well, the first night it was really cool. I went with Jeremy, and it was his first time going to a con. So so
that was cool.
the first night, we hit up one of his friends that lives in the city, and he took us out to Lincoln Park. Oh, and we went to this barcade afterwards after C2E2 on after Friday night. And this barcade is sweet. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a bar slash arcade. Like it takes quarters. Like each game is like a quarter or whatever. And there's these really sweet games too. Like there's this 4-player Pac-Man where but you're all versus each other too. So like you're all eating the things, whatever. You all gotta stop the ghosts. But when one of the Pac-Man eats one of the pellets, he can eat the other Pac-Man too. So like you gotta be the last surviving Pac-Man, and it's 4 on 4 or a one on one. So like that game was really fun to play. We did like a bunch of rounds on that. Probably easily spent like $10 on that game, and then there was this other game that we played that like that's what his buddy really wanted us to play the most. It's hard to describe because like when he was describing it to us.
You're cutting in and out a bit. What was that last thing you said?
There was this other game that we played. It was a competitive game but you're all on like a big team versus another team, and like I can't really describe it because when the one guy was describing it to us, I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about until I actually started playing the game. I was like, okay, this all makes sense, or whatever. So I can't really describe it, but it was really cool, and like that, it was really fun, and and being so close to con, like being able to just walk out of your hotel and then the shuttle that goes to con is just like a block away, or it was like a block and a half away, like boom, and then so just going right into con first thing in the morning, or first thing for when we woke up.
All right, cool. So yeah, so speaking of bars, I can't get into one till July.
Yeah.
But I learned that they all the artists in our area. There's a lot of good artists. My friend Joel Siegel, then Tim Seeley, who does Hack Slash, Ryan Brown, who does curse words and God Hates Astronauts.
Yeah.
All those guys, and Gene Ha, who I'm my mind's slipping on the name of the title he does, but all the Chicago artists, they get together at bars and they draw. And so the advice I got from some writers, my new friend, his name's Jeremiah, he did like a little like 4 or 5 page comic with Joel, and he was telling me about some other stuff he's got coming out.
Yeah.
He tells me what you got to do is you got to go to these bars when they drink and you just twist their arm a little bit.
Yeah. For sure.
That's when you start telling them your ideas, and then they get drunk enough to agree, and then they're stuck with you. Is what he tells me.
You know, that's probably not bad advice. You know, it'd probably work.
Yeah, and it was funny because I was telling Joel, I was like, Joel, so what kind of script do I got to write for you? And then he's like, I'm busy right now, so whatever you write is probably going to take a lot of arm twisting. I was like, That,
So
so
it's
see what
true.
it. Yeah. So C2E2 is great. I was in the artist alley for 2 whole hours.
How was that?
Uh, that was great. So my friend Joel has a table, and this, Friday was my first time meeting him. I met him on the Facebook group for C2E2, and he
Yeah.
was telling me that I could use his table that weekend. Originally it was going to be 1 to 2 on Friday. So that's what I did. So uh, that was real nerve wracking, and I was so shy and nervous, like I always am. So
Yeah.
I was scared to talk to people, and most of the people that came to his table, well, pretty much all of them, none of them really liked scary stuff. His big thing is Link and The Legend of Zelda. So that kind of stuff is what people were attracted to at his table. Nobody really liked scary things.
Yeah.
Saturday, I was gonna try, because he told me I could try to sell my books there again on Saturday, but Saturday it didn't work out. Sunday from noon to 1, he let me sell my books there. In the 2 hours, I only sold like 5 books, and like one was like to you, and one was to Jeremy. So like besides you two, I only sold like three of the copies, but it was fun. The second time, I was more talkative. It just gets easier the more you do it. But that was really nice of him. And
Yeah.
I got it back. I gave him copies of my books.
What
I
I
still
should
wanted to pay him back.
keep on going. I'm sorry. I don't want to lose my thought though. Sorry. Keep going.
Oh no, I was pretty much at the end.
All right. So what I should have done is when you gave me those 2 books on Sunday to show to Billy and Danny for Weird Weird West, I should have just bought them or whatever. Like I was just like, hey, I'll pay you. Like, which reminds me, I got to pay you $12 today.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
So I should have just bought them and then just gave them to Danny and then it's like, hey Nasser, I'll give you whatever $30 instead of 12 or whatever come Thursday, and that's what I should have done. So then Danny could have read them on like the plane ride back home to Florida or whatever and been like, oh, these are awesome, and then he could.
Honestly, we should have just given it to him. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't think of that. We should have just let him keep it.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully he comes back next year, dude. I didn't know he was gonna be there. That's really cool that he like. I was like, fuck, dude, you live in Florida and you're here in C2E2, dude. That's awesome. I was really excited when he told me they had a table.
So now I gotta know what artists did you meet that you were most looking forward to meeting, if there were any. I know you didn't bring much stuff to get signed, and you didn't look over the guest list. But,
I really didn't look over anything, but like I did have a really cool conversation like with Terry Moore. Like I think I was probably like bothering him, where because I was just talking to him, asking him questions about what's gonna be happening in Strangers in Paradise 25. Uh, and I was like, so like, I'm like, you just introduced Rachel from Rachel Rising in there. Are you gonna be incorporating any of your other stories characters in there? And he said, yeah, but he didn't tell me who or when and where or like when he's gonna do it. He just said that everything is gonna be put into this new Strangers in Paradise series. And I was like, that's pretty.
Terry, I had talked to him only for a few minutes. Last year, I had really annoyed him. We talked the whole time. This year, I didn't get much of a chance to for 2 reasons. One was that he lost his voice on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I didn't want him to strain his throat talking or be uncomfortable talking, rather. And two was I think about it. So I was going around giving scripts out to artists. So I didn't try to hold many long conversations. I was trying to get all my stuff seen, and I didn't even hit up all the artists I wanted to see.
Right.
Like I got home and I got on Instagram and I was like, oh wait, this guy was there and I didn't see him, and this guy I forgot to go by. There's just way too many people that you end up not seeing.
what would be nice to do or get a hold of is the program before you even get to con. Like get the program like a week before con, so then you can know where everything's gonna be at what times. I know it's all on the website and it's all on their Facebook, but that stuff it's not the best to navigate, and you got to click through pages. It's easier to look through and on the in the program, and like they should just send that out to people, or they should have it at comic book shops to give out to for free to people that are going to conventions. That like it.
Man, this year was the first time that when I got there, they were out of all the programs. Like each day, I did not see a single program. 2016, I got there were piles of them. 2017, I got there, and I'm saying I went all 3 days these 3 years. And my first 2 years, all 3 days I got there, piles and piles of programs.
See, this year I ended up with I started with 0 and I ended up with 3 of them. I'm like, how did I get 3 of these fuckers? Like,
well, I don't really care because I don't collect them. You know,
yeah,
I
me
just
neither.
toss them out.
Me neither. I'm like, you only need them for the weekend. I'm like, how do I have 3 of these in my bag?
that is such a Tim thing. So, okay, so who'd you, all right. Well, so anyway, so who'd you meet that you were most looking forward to meeting? I know there was a few people that you had known about, but I know you didn't like go over it a lot, so you only knew about a few people.
Yeah, it was really cool meeting Terry Mayo. He rode on my shuttle the first day. Like I don't know where he was probably just going out drinking or whatever afterwards.
Yeah.
But because everybody went off into a different direction than we did. I think a lot of people were staying at the Hilton, which was like a half a block away, and I'm not like there was a few other people that were staying at the Congress Plaza. We ran into some Ghostbusters, and I don't know, that was cool. Um, but so yeah, it was so meeting Terry the next day on Saturday. That was cool. If I didn't meet him till like way later in the day because I went straight to the T pub table down there, and he wasn't there till like 3. So I'm like, oh my god, I gotta wait till 3 o'clock. And time goes by so slow at con, and it's really cool because you're having so much fun. And then you look at the clock and you're like, damn, and only an hour's went by. It feels like this shit should be almost over.
I gotta counter that. Me and my brother were talking about this. That was in 2016 and 2017. The con felt like each day lasted 3 weeks. This year, the con felt like it lasted 5 minutes. And I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. But this con this year for me, it flew by so quick. 2016, I felt like I was there for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. And 2017, it felt like I was there for a long time. But yeah, Terry was super cool. When you and Jeremy first showed up on Friday, and you went to find you guys, we went around. We were gonna look for Terry, and you guys stopped for a second, and I said I was gonna keep going. I found the T-Pub booth, but Terry was nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
So I didn't until the next day.
Yeah.
I probably talked to him for 20 or 30 minutes. I bought all his books. He was nice enough to throw in an extra copy of #1. I had already bought #1. I was waiting to buy 2 through 4 from him, specifically at the con, because I know for indie people it can be sometimes tough to sell your books because most people look for the known names.
Yeah.
So I figured I'd just there, and I bought 2 through 4 from him, and then he gave me a free #1, and he signed it for me. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, he hooked me up too, cause like neither of us had like change, so like all 4 of the books was gonna be $6, and like all I had was like a 20 and 3 ones, and then he had no change either, so I was all like, he's like, just give me your 3 ones, and I'm all like, all right, and he signed them all, and I'm all like, dude, fuck yeah, man. So like I'm definitely gonna keep supporting him because like that shit's just awesome. When people are super cool like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it's always nice when I meet Tim Seeley and Terry Moore. They're 2 of my favorite artists and writers. But yeah, I didn't get to talk to either one for as long as I usually do, but Tim Seeley and Terry Moore, they're both class act guys. They're very nice, super nice to talk to. And I'm always surprised that neither one has a crazy big line
Right.
for the work, the quality of their work they put out. So that was always cool. Gave both of them copies of my books and my scripts.
Nice.
Another one I really look forward to meeting. I got about 3 more people. Then we could shift to another topic. But one I really look forward to meeting was my friend Kelly Williams. He did the cover to my second book. That was my first time meeting him. Even though he said he has a table there every year since 2015, I couldn't tell you why I never met him in 2016 or 17 because his art is gorgeous. So I would have known, like, if I had walked by it.
Yeah.
But like I said, there's too many people.
There's so much going on at Artist Alley, dude. Like I was telling Jeremy. I was telling Jeremy, I'm all like, dude, like, cause someone was asking, it's like, did you guys see everything? I'm like, no, we went everywhere, but we didn't see everything. He's like, no, dude, we saw everything. And I'm like, no, we didn't, dude. You gotta go down every aisle like 7 times to fucking actually see everything. You know, like.
Yeah, Artist Alley's where all the most fun happens. But yeah, so meeting Kelly was cool. I bought most of his books. And I got a commission done, which he was cool because I'm not going to say what he charged me, but he charged me quite a bit less than he usually does on a commission. And then my brother got a commission, and he charged my brother the same price he gave me, which is cool. Overall, me and my brother combined, the commissions and all his books, we dropped $100
Nice.
at his table. Yeah, so that was cool. I like supporting him because he's a cool dude, a great artist, and I hope to work with him soon on some books, on some comics. So he has a book from Alterna that he drew. It's called Metaphase, which if you didn't pick it up at the con, you could find on Amazon. But also that came out as a paperback. Soon it's gonna come out in single issue form as just 2 issues.
Nice.
From Alterna. So you could be on the lookout for that. It looks great. I haven't read it yet, but I've read some of his stuff since the con. But then 2 others I was happy to meet was Chris Claremont. He wrote my first comic I ever bought.
He was there?
1. Yeah.
Oh man, if I would have known that, I would have brought some New Mutants books.
Oh man, sorry. I thought I told you.
You probably did. You probably did, and I forgot or something. I don't know. Like, I definitely would have brought some New Mutants books and then kept them in my collection.
But yeah, that was super cool. I gave him my books, talked to him very briefly. He wasn't very talkative. But it was very cool meeting him because he's pretty much, if I never, because that was my first comic. So if it wasn't for that, I wouldn't have become a comic fan. I wouldn't become a writer. Never would have met you, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that was very cool to meet him. He's what started my comic obsession. Then Will Portacio, he was cool to meet. Image founder. Image is my favorite company, so it was an honor to meet him. I gave him my scripts. He gave me his email, but the funny thing is I had emailed him twice before and he never responded. And I recently sent a follow-up email and he never responded, even though it's only been like a day or so since I sent it.
Yeah.
I don't know how frequently he checks his email or if he just gets spammed so much that he just can't find my emails easy or just doesn't come across them. But his line wasn't very long, which was surprising. I could just walk up and talk to him whenever. So I was very surprised, I would be very surprised if he's just getting so many emails. It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah, he probably just ignored some. It could be the spam, but on a professional email, you probably get less spam because you're able to weed a lot of that stuff out, and so I don't know, man. It could have been just easily ignored, or I don't know.
Yeah. So Fuji everybody, or even just other fans attending?
While we were on the shuttle going back to C2E2 on Saturday morning, we ran into an artist that had just lost her writer. Her writer just dropped out after 2 issues, and I was like, man, I'll write for you. So then she was like, oh yeah, but she didn't seem interested, or like, or she just seemed like flustered, or she's just a weird person. I don't know. She seemed really weird, but I was all like, I'll find your booth at Con. Where's your booth at? And because she had a booth at Artist Alley, and so we found her booth, and I grabbed her card. I'm gonna email her tomorrow, or technically it's gonna be I'm gonna email her this morning when this uploads. And so that was cool. There was all sorts of shit. I'm gonna support this Kickstarter. I found this board game, and they had this you could play the board game. They let you play it. They have a $9 Kickstarter, and I think they have one that's a little bit more. It's a bundle Kickstarter, so you can get all 3 of their board games at once. I'm gonna do that one, and but. And that's the type of shit that I'm talking. Like that's the type of Kickstarter I'm talking about supporting. They already have the product. They already have it out. You can play it. You can test it. You know, like so you know for sure you're gonna get it. Unlike hello.
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
You cut out for a second.
Unlike the Kickstarter I supported for Preston, I dropped down $50 on their Kickstarter, and I have yet to see.
How's that going?
I have yet to see or hear any updates of Lucky Shot #1.
Okay, here's my thing about Kickstarter. I'm planning with my buddy Sean.
Yeah.
We're planning to launch one in June, and I paid for the first 2 pages. We're gonna see how much more I can pay for before it launches, so we can set a lower goal. It's just gonna be a 20-page one-shot comic, a story I wrote. We kind of talked it out together. I wrote it. He's gonna draw it. And so I really want people to support me. And here's the thing. I know I'm reliable. I can hit deadlines.
Right.
I know he's reliable. He can hit deadlines.
Right.
But here's the thing. I've supported people's Kickstarters that I thought they were reliable and they can hit deadlines, but here we are months later and we got nothing.
Yeah.
I could name 2 right now. The one David did that he raised like a little over $800. That was in October or November.
Yeah.
And here we are in April and we still got nothing. And another one.
And then he said he's already exhausted all the funds too.
Oh, and here's the thing. And if you look on Kickstarter, you scroll down, it says risks and challenges. The field everybody has to fill out. It says it's all done. He's just tweaking a couple parts. What's taking so long? And another one that I backed is from Top Cow. It's called Stairway. It's an original graphic novel. I pledged $25 only because if you did that reward, you get the scripts, some of the emails discussing it, concept art, and you're supposed to get added to a Facebook group where you could talk to these guys directly. And this was the same time as David. And the risks and challenges there said the book is entirely done. This is just going to printing it and shipping it. And the type of updates we're getting are, oh, you know, the holidays, blah, blah, blah. They even said, they said, well, the update literally says, maybe we shouldn't have ran this during the holidays. Then another update from this month says, sorry, blah, 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 some life stuff has come up. And I commented, I said, it's understandable, life happens, but to be this project you claimed was already done, and coming from Top Cow, which is an image partner studio, that's the studio Mark Silvestri runs.
Yeah.
There's no excuse for it to be April, and this was from October, November, and we still don't have a product they claimed was finished. They haven't even sent out the surveys that they send out, and you reply with all the information, and that's how they know where to send your stuff.
Yeah.
We still haven't gotten that. That's unexcusable.
It really is. And then that's made me pissed off about Kickstarters, but now now I know that there are people that are doing the stuff for real, and they already got the stuff out, and they just know that it's hard to continue. Like when I found out Cards Against Humanity was made from a Kickstarter, I was like, oh cool, that's awesome. So I know there are some really successful ones, and so you've really got to find the ones. You got to the one I supported, I know it exists. I played the game at con. I saw physical, tangible copies. They have them there, and I was like, cool, I'll definitely support. And it was cheap, you got these people having Kickstarters where if you support or if you drop down $300 or whatever, you get all this shit like a T-shirt and a hoodie and all these prints and all this shit or whatever. I'm like, if you have the money to make all that shit, why the fuck do you even need a Kickstarter? If you have the money to be printing T-shirts and toys and paying your artists to do all these prints.
No, they don't have that stuff already made. That's what the money's for. If you could pledge that much, then they could get it made.
Yeah, that seems a little risky.
But I don't know, because I have a friend named Russell. Well, I mean, sort of friend. We don't really talk, but we're Facebook friends. And he's a writer, and he does a ton of stuff. I believe he's in California, but his is the only Kickstarter I backed that came through with rewards. And get this, I didn't even pledge towards a reward. I just pledged something small to help him out.
Yeah.
So the only Kickstarter I've backed that came through is one that I didn't even try to get a reward from. So I don't know, there's even, I think we mentioned before, B. Clay Moore, who's a comic book writer. He has a Kickstarter right now that's 3 years late, and it's supposed to be an anthology type thing with stories from different writers and artists who are all working simultaneously, because when it's multiple teams, you work at the same time. It's not like when it's one team and they got to get 300 pages done, and it's only the one artist, the one writer.
Yeah.
It's multiple teams doing 5-page stories, and he's 3 years into his Kickstarter, and he still hasn't delivered on the book. And there's tons of videos. Diversity in Comics just went through and looked at all the updates that B. Claymore has given. It's a recent video, only from the last week or two. He might have uploaded it actually around the time of C2E2, but he went through and looked at all the updates, that they all just look like random excuses, like my dog ate my homework.
Oh man.
And I want to run Kickstarters, and I want to come through with them, and I even want to say in my Kickstarter, if at any time after it's completed, if you want your money back, here's where to reach me.
Right.
And I never really see that. I rarely see that. I've only seen that once or twice in a Kickstarter, when they tell you where to reach them for a refund. And so I don't know, when it comes to Stairway, I'm not going to ask for a refund quite yet, because I really am interested in seeing the whole process behind this, even though Matt, the guy that's running it, hates me now. But I'm still, I still want my reward for that. And but from David, I mean, I don't think we're ever getting Death Kid. I tried to support him. I pledged $10 just to get a digital copy, but I can't even get my digital copy. And digital is free. He's been paid for his time that he put into drawing his own book.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to print it if he doesn't have the money. He can just send out the digital rewards already.
Right.
I mean, I think it's pretty bogus. We're not getting any update. You should message him about it.
Man, like, dude, when you told me he's quitting comics, and then like I was all like, and I was already gonna like start paying him. Like when he finished the first cover, I was all like, all right, dude. Like when the first cover's awesome, we'll start doing the second cover because I want the second cover to be in the back of my in the back of the first book. You know, it's like stay tuned for when this is coming out. You know, I need to have the second cover on there.
Yeah.
And then and he was all like, all right, cool. And now I'm like, no, dude, I've already decided thinking like I needed someone else. I'm already thinking about just fucking throwing away that $80 and then just starting over from scratch, getting a new artist for the cover.
Yo, you should comment on his post, because his post says he's thinking about quitting comics because he hasn't been getting work. You should comment on it and say you could quit just as long as you finish your Kickstarter first or something like that. Dude, please do that. If he says anything, you can link him this video and show me that I'm to blame for it. If he gets mad at it. I don't think I look at the views for this. Nobody's interested in what I have to say. You say there's a show that you're just talking to me for 35, 40 minutes on a Thursday night, and nobody's gonna want to click on it. So he's probably not listening to this. But if he says something, you can just send him this link and be like, Nasser just told me to say that. So you should comment on his post after we're done recording. Go to his post and be like, are you gonna finish your Kickstarter first before you quit?
That's rich.
I'm still waiting on a big refund from him.
Yeah, I know.
I'm hoping it comes soon because I want to give Sean this money because so far Sean's been very reliable. He has a book coming out from Source Point Press, a graphic novel. Source Point Press, they're not crazy well known, but they're a popular indie company. I've only got maybe one or two books from them. I'll admit I haven't read much stuff from that company, but I know the name. You know, they're recognizable.
Yeah.
He has a graphic novel, which I'm gonna pick up when it comes out. It's gonna be in comic shops. I'm gonna get that when it comes out. But he's very reliable. He cares about his deadlines. That's why we decided on June for a Kickstarter because he wants to be safe to have enough time to finish the graphic novel, and we want to have a page or two done before we launch the Kickstarter. He's very reliable. We've been working on a 3-page collaboration for Alterna Comics for an anthology, which he's been working on between paid gigs because that one's unpaid.
Yeah.
The alternative. But he showed me progress on that. It's a vampire thing, and he did a little vampire redesign. It is fantastic. I got to show you that later. He's such a great artist. His stuff's incredible. Him and Kelly, they both like drawing scary stuff. So I can't wait to work with both of them a ton more.
Nice. Dude, that'd be cool, man. Because then you can get people in your field of interest that'll kick ass, and yeah, man, fucking, man, you're good at making some connections, man. Because like you go all out and you have a good time, and like I know like you're also bad at making connections too, just because you're always just so crass. But
no, but like, and Kelly works unbelievably fast. Like the cover for my book, he did it in like 2 days. He's like, I'll see if I can squeeze it in somewhere.
Yeah.
That was the first day, and I paid him, and I described what I wanted, and he was like, all right. And then he's like, I'll see if I can squeeze it in. I'll try to get it done this week. The next day, he's hitting me up. He's like, is this fine? And I was like, yes, it's beautiful. Kelly works pretty fast. And the commissions he did for my brother. He didn't get them done till Sunday because he's working on some other people's first.
Yeah.
But he still did those pretty fast. They came out beautiful. I told him just draw me something scary. And I had an Avengers book sketch cover. It was just my only sketch cover I had. And I told him it could be whatever. It didn't have to be Avengers related, but he drew the Red Skull, and it was very creepy. That my brother had a Ninja Turtles blank. He drew him one of the turtles. I don't know which one. I'm not a turtles person, but it came out very beautiful. But Kelly works fast. He even just wrapped up a book he had with him that he self-published. It was like a 10-page thing that he was like. It was like the week before C2E2, and he was like in the middle of it, and he's like, I'm trying to get this done before the con and have it with me. And like in a week, he did like a 10-page little comic and had it with him. So he works pretty quick, and I adore his style too. It's very creepy, very eerie. I love those two. They're probably my two favorite indie artists. Like they just love drawing scary stuff, and that's what I love.
Yeah. Man, if only you could just work with like C2E2.
Man, I've tried so much to find any information I can on that guy, like social media wise, like just finding a Twitter or something. But
Yeah.
there's nothing. there's nothing. Like, and I'm trying to find see if he does any con appearances because you know over here in America I just discovered him a few months ago.
Yeah.
Actually no, that was on Free Comic Day, I think in October. Yeah. Oh yeah, so it was a few months ago. I thought for a second it might have been May. The one in May. I was like, no,
that was almost a year ago then.
No. It was the one in October, not the one in May.
No.
So it was like
I'm actually excited for the new Free Comic Book Day. I know when it is now.
Yeah. So yeah, I had just discovered him, and I didn't know how much people here in America loved his stuff until I started reading his stuff.
I didn't know about his stuff until you were telling me about it, so.
Dude, like, I went up to these people, I didn't, see, this is the thing, like we always say, you can't see everything at the con.
Yeah.
And on the very last day, the last hour, I had met these two people, this guy and this girl. I can't remember their names for the life of me, but I just followed them on Twitter after meeting them. They have this book called Long Lost, and I asked them what it was about. First thing they said was like, if you like C2E2, and I was like, yes, I do. I'm buying your book. They didn't even have to go on. And
Sold.
They had like 6 issues with them, but I just wanted to try out the first 2.
Yeah.
And they were sold out of the first 2. They just had the display copies. So I told them I would just order it online on the website. So I went and I ordered the first 2, and I told them on Twitter. And the dude was so nice. He's like, because we were sold out, I'll send you the rest of them. So I was like, oh, thanks. He said just to let him know after I read the first 2 and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
That's sweet, dude.
Yeah, but love C2E2, man. I have like 3 more of his mangas in my to-read pile. My to-read pile, I will never be caught up. I'm just gonna say that. I got way too much stuff.
Mine just keeps on growing. It keeps on growing. I'm like, fuck, dude.
In high school, I never had a to-read pile. 2 reasons. I always had time to read, and I was broke. So if I would get comics, I would get like 5 a month, maybe if that. Because when I started, it was 2013. It was like the end of high school, and I was trying to pick up Batman and Walking Dead monthly, and I didn't even have the $7 or $8 for that. So I had to get off my parents. And if I ever had extra money, I'd get something out the dollar bin.
Yeah.
And I would like finish it just instantly. I had nothing to do in high school. But now in college, you never have free time. And when you have free time, you're always buying more books, and they pile up.
They do. They do. Mine have piled up, man, so much. I finally did finish reading Jetsons.
I still got to read number 6.
they got a 5th book released for Rocco's Modern Life, or they got a 5th book approved. It was supposed to end at 4 issues, but they got a 5th book coming out. Vixens has one more issue coming out. I think I'm still at number 4 though. Wicked Righteous has 2 more coming out. The 5th one comes out this month. I'm just not sure exactly when.
All right. Well, I'm actually parked now, so sorry to cut you off, but we gotta go.
All right. Here's one final thought though. You know what we didn't do again? We didn't take a selfie.
Oh, I didn't take a picture. We took one at my house when you came over.
Yeah.
And I think that was it.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever took one at your house or the con.
Yeah. Well, we got video together of us eating pizza at my house, so.
Yeah, close enough. But anyways, we're off the road now.
All right.
All right, Tim. So I need you to comment